Welcome to Test What Teachers Tea Room. Here, you will learn useful tips on how to teach with Test What textbook to achieve the learning objectives in the curriculum. Join us for today's session on Junior Secondary Mathematics.
The Test What textbook has a way of drawing in from known to unknown. The mathematics, like we treated last week, from 18 months, that's age 2 to 3 to 4. As I was talking, I was penciling all the topics we talked about last week that are also coming up in this textbook. I noticed, I took note of numeration. With all the books start with numeration, because from the counting, you can't understand any other topic if you don't understand numeration. So he moved on to talk about fraction, and that is how it is also at the lower classes. So that way there's emphasis, there's repeated learning, from there to fraction, to measurement, measuration, the length, the breadth, the distance, where he mentioned gradient. I was also surprised to see that it was very well taken care of there. It's actually a physics topic, but like they say, catch them young. And then he moved to ratio and proportion. Already, we captured that in the lower classes very well, even in age 4, age 5 mathematics, where they shared a piece of cake into half, quarter, like that, So here there's a bigger example, a higher example, a more complex one. So they already have the foundation from that level. Then he moved to word problem, which everybody here appreciates, is the real reason why mathematics is being taught, to apply it to solve real life problems. And like he said, if you know your maths well, you will be dogged, you will be thorough, and there's no real life problem you may not be able to tackle if your maths is right. So from there, the number line at the lower classes introduces the addition and subtraction. So here, number line is not it's not just for the children. Number line is given a lot of attention, and he went on, like I said, it introduces addition and subtraction. After that, he went to inequality signs, and then the shapes. He led us to how shapes make up our world, from our building structures to our bridges, and then to angles. The engineers here are getting ready at this stage when they begin to see shapes and angles and how they align. I'm sure when you get home, you'll be looking at your door. Mom, this our door is not straight. My son has asked me that before. He said, looks like this door is not straight. I said, who told you it's not straight? He said, yes, because a straight line is 90. I was like, who is talking? So that's the beginning. When they begin to see this thing, they begin to question their environment, and that's why mathematics is so important. And lastly, the statistics. Though he mentioned business maths earlier when he talked about ratio, but statistics is a real bedrock for those looking to go into accounting and business and economics and things like that. So this is a very complete package, like he said, and this book took us 4 years to put together. So, and I'm happy that the result of it is commanding the acknowledgement and attention that it deserves. So please, if you are yet to look at this material, take your time to go through it and make sure your school adopts it from this year, so you're not left behind when the WAEC result comes out. So you have something to say?
Yes, I have something to say, though I will not repeat what has been said. Let me quickly read the way I put them here. The first one, the extension of what has been discussed. Whereas this textbook discourages cramming, it encourages understanding.
That's right.
That one is fantastic as far as that textbook is concerned. I emphasized something last week and yesterday: definition of concept. We don't see them in so many mathematics textbooks, but this textbook actually have it right from primary school through the secondary school. Honestly, that's fantastic. Another thing I want to emphasize is what we refer to as mathematical English. The way we speak English in mathematics differ from the conventional English, and I could see that the textbook actually takes care of the mathematical English, where you need to interpret A as 1. The textbook emphasizes that you don't just see it as A, you must see it as number 1, and I think I love that. Another thing I love about the textbook is the concept of probability. I see that not only that the textbook introduces probability, but also the material we use in probability: the coin, the die, the card. We don't see this at the preliminary stage in secondary school. We normally meet all these at JSS 3 or in SS1. To round up my discussion on this, I want to bring 2 quotations from my mentors. The first one, while I was in college, when I had difficulty in mathematics, I met one of my lecturer, Mr. Fale, and he told me that to understand mathematics at higher level, you need to start from primary school. I told him that, sir, do you mean I should go back to primary school? He said no, that you need to get good textbooks from primary school, then read through the secondary school, and you will see yourself a very good mathematician. And I think that helped me a lot. In fact, in my library, you will see primary school textbook, even nursery school textbook in mathematics. Then my professor, the one who supervised my PhD, Professor Kunuga, there was one day in class, I think while we were in 300 level at undergraduate, someone asking that, sir, you are too sound in mathematics, that we hardly ask questions that will throw you off balance. It's as if you are the one giving us the question, that just ask me this question, then I'll give you the answer. He now replied that what makes you good in mathematics is a function of 3 things. And I think that's what has brought 2 of them together. The third one, Madam said they are thinking in that direction. And that's number 1, number of good teaching you receive. Number 2, number of good textbook you have and you have read. Say not only have them, but you have read them. Then number 3, number of mathematical problems you have solved. That these 3 things cumulatively will make you a very good teacher. Now, number of good textbook you have and have read. This belong to those categories. Honestly, this textbook belong to that category. And also, number of mathematical problems you have solved. This textbook, all the chapters have comprehensive math. I have not seen the workbook, but let me dwell on the textbook. The textbook move from simple question, then graduate to very difficult question that we don't really see in some of our textbook. They just module question together. You don't know which one is testing the weak student, which one is testing the average student, and the high flyers, which question are testing. Honestly, the textbook has made my day, and that's why I put on this my special cloth today. That I love mathematics. Thank you.
Okay, I think that I can talk now. I wanted the gurus in mathematics to talk. I'm a layman there. But something struck me strongly when he did his review. And that is that. If I had seen good mathematics teachers like this, and good textbooks like this, I would not be saying that I didn't know maths. Then I started, as I was talking, I started going through this book, and I saw something that is outstanding about this book. A layman like me can and will pick it up. You know why? It shows you steps to arriving at the solution. I see step, divide this, divide that. Step. So who says I can't know mathematics? Let the person come out. Who says you can't know mathematics? Let the person come out. Online participants, teachers watching us, you ain't got no problem. Just look for ways to get your teachers to be good implementers, and you will be known all over. Yes. Questions? We don't have any questions for now from our online participants, and we have less than 5 minutes to go. So far, it's been a very interesting journey today, and I'm sure we have learned a lot and have a lot to take home. But before we leave, our last slide is supposed to be the e-learning, the TextWhat e-learning application. Now, we are going to suspend that slide to tomorrow due to time factor, so that we can have the time to understand all that e-learning is about, why TextWhat is delving into e-learning, what is going to be your role when the children start using e-learning, what will the children expect from using the TextWhat e-learning, and then how we can partner with you. We're going to break it down. We'll take some slides tomorrow, and we'll take the last slides. The visual actually will be in the app on Thursday. So please stay tuned and stay with us. The program is still TextWhat Tea Room, and we are happy to work with you, to share ideas with you. If you still have questions after this session, please feel free to post it to us on our website, info@textwhat.com. You'll find our email there. So from all of us to you at home, we love you, stay safe, and join us this time tomorrow for another interesting session. Thank you very much.